What's going on, everyone? It's time for another comedy film review. Today we're going to be looking at a comedy from the early 2000s. Duce Bigelow, European Gigolo, which is actually the sequel to Duce Bigelow, Male Gigolo. But I decided to check this one out. And this is more on the lines of like a scary movie, like stupid comedy. So yeah, it was released August 12th, 2005. It's directed by Mike Bigelow, which I think this is like his only film. I think he did some TV work and stuff. Oh yeah, this had a budget of $22 million, and like I said, it's a sequel to Duce Bigelow, Male Gigolo. So, Duce Bigelow is a male gigolo, which is basically a male whore, and him and his old pimp, played by Freddie Griffith. Rob Schneider plays Duce Bigelow, they gets in contact with them, and he's in Europe, and there's like a big market for what's going on there. So, but meanwhile, Duce is in like California or something, and he's developed a new speaker system to talk to like whales and stuff. And then some kids doesn't think it's gonna work, so they threw it into the ocean where some deaf elderly people are playing with dolphins, and it freaks the dolphins out, and they go on a killing rampage. And so he gets basically scared and flees to Europe with his ex-wife's artificial leg, who died in the first movie, and goes, and when he gets there, he learns that there is a male gigolo killer amongst them, and he has to go and follow some of the victims' previous clients, which are all ridiculous and messed up, and to help track down the killer. And in the midst of this, he finds a new girl who has some weird quirks and stuff, and there's like a love interest going on, like your typical comedy. And and all the quirkiness starts and goes like crazy. This is an amusing film. It's definitely not meant to be taken seriously at all. It's done very it's very cheesy and shoddy. A lot of the jokes actually probably wouldn't be acceptable these days if it was made like this year, like, or anything. This would probably be considered super offensive to people and stuff, but overall it's an amusing, fun, turn off your brain comedy. It's not like meant to be taken seriously or anything like that. There's a lot of cheesy, childish jokes in it, like you can't bite in a guy's dick and things like that. And they kind of poke fun at people with certain disabilities and different problems and things like that, which is a little awkward to watch nowadays, but overall it's just still a lot of fun and entertaining. This type of film is like I'd watch if I was just had like nothing else to do and just like wanted to have a uplifting cheesy moment. Basically is what I'll watch for this. I don't take this stuff seriously or anything, so obviously it's more lowbrow humor than some other comedies, more well-known ones anyways. And it's a sequel. I can't even remember the original of this, so I can't really compare it. But for the most part, I thought this movie it's okay. It's not like bad or anything like that, but half the jokes don't really land. And but for the ones that do and stuff, it still makes it as an amusing movie. It's just really childish, so be prepared for that. So, but I'm going to give Duce Bigelow, European Gigolo, a 3 out of 5. It's amusing enough, but it's definitely more just turn off your brain and enjoy yourself type of movie, not anything to be more serious tones or anything like that, like Judd Apatow's films and stuff like that. So, that's what I think of Duce Bigelow, European Gigolo. I think it's an amusing comedy, but might not be for everyone, so be cautious when you go into it. But if you see the gigolo in the title, I'm pretty sure you know what you're getting yourself into. So, yeah. But if it sounds like something you're interested in and you want to check it out, there's a trailer link down below, like always. Also, link down below is my Instagram, where I always post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. If you have the film title, hashtag, and subgenre film, and a hashtag, so you're aware of it. And my Letterbox is also linked down below at JP Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the films. Follow me on one of those two platforms. Stay in loop with this channel. Like this video. Share it to more people who are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. And also, if you want me to review the first one, comment that down below too, which I might get to Tuesday. And also, if you have any other films or film franchise in any genre that you want to hear my opinions on, leave those down below as well. I'll try my best to get them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. And make sure you subscribe, because hopefully we'll find something weird to hear and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together. So you can hear my opinions on popular films, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. So make sure you subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell, because speaking of Judd Apatow, I'm going to look at one of his earlier comedies, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, next. So make sure you tune in for that one, and watch out for all those crazy male gigolos wreaking havoc all over the world. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.